Big up, big up, big up. Yes, this is the transfer news. I know it's a little bit late, but the football was on. I was watching the Lionesses get through to the final. I done the watch along. It was an amazing watch along. I got carried away during the match. I don't apologize for it. I got caught up in the moment, but I'm glad I did. It was an amazing game. England through to the final once again in the Euro, and they're going to play either Spain or Germany. So remember, the Lionesses are the current European champions, and they are going into the final to try and retain their title. But big up to everybody. We got transfer to talk about. Toto was going to be with us shortly. He's just setting up his camera. Yeah. But yeah, we're going to talk about Rodrygo. We're going to talk about Isak. We're going to talk about everything else regarding Liverpool news. We're also going to talk to the chats. Big up to everybody. Big up to James LFC 86. I saw you in the chat room yesterday in Phillips's channel as well. Big up to James, man. Big up to James. I'm glad that you're here. You know your avatar, bro. Is that Pep Guardiola, bro? No, your avatar on your YouTube looks like Pep Guardiola with one of them hats on. Yeah, man. RIP Ozzy Osbourne. I tweeted earlier that Ozzy Osbourne died. Yeah, it's a shame, man. He's the king of metal, man. Died, Hall of Famer, rock and roll Hall of Famer, everything. Ozzy Osbourne's done it all. He died peacefully today. Yeah, Toto. Yeah, Toto's gonna be here, man. I'm gonna introduce Toto. He's just setting up his camera. We're gonna do all this. I'm sorry, like I said, I do apologize that we're on a bit late. We was scheduled to go on a bit before the match, but things got we wanted to do a good video for you guys. I didn't want to rush it and then jump onto the football match. So I decided, you know what, even if we don't get no views so much or likes or whatever, I'm still going to jump on. I know we've got a big channel. There's a big channel on now. I get it. But at the end of the day, we're here to talk about transfers. We're here to talk about news. And yeah, man, it was big up, man. That match, my voice is gone since the match I just watched, England and Italy. It's crazy, man. They were losing 1-0 and there's only a couple of minutes to go in injury time. And then England scored. They went into extra time. And then it was like a minute to go to penalties. And then England got a penalty. Chloe Kelly took it, deflected off the keeper, and then she ran in for the tap-in. It was absolutely brilliant, bro. Absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, big up to everyone. LC Paul. Try not to spam the chat with the messages. If you got something to say, just put it on there. Big up to everyone. So, yeah, we're just going to wait for Toto to come along, and we're gonna get into the leaks, and we're gonna start talking about the transfer news. I'm gonna make sure he's ready, by the way. Bear with me. Yeah, he's gonna come now. He just said he's coming. So I'm gonna send in the link and make sure he's got it. Yeah. Yeah, of course it was, bro. It was worth the watch, man. The match was really good, bro. Yeah. Angama, yeah, brilliant. She's quality, bro. Quality. This is the second goal of the tournament as well. The only thing with that match is I think that the substitute should have come on a little bit earlier. Okay, I think Chloe Kelly should have came on at the beginning of the second half. She's a big time player, man. She's been there and done it. Former Euro winner. I think she scored the winning goal against Germany in the Euro 2024 as well. Not 2024, 4 years ago. She won it. She scored the winning goal. So she's a big time player. She knows how it goes, you get me? It was a good game, man. I really enjoyed it. My voice is gone. My voice box is gone. I need some water, man. So bear with me. I'm just going to wait for Toto to come in and we'll start. Let me just give him a call, make sure he's ready. So I'm just going to make sure he's ready. Here comes Toto. So I'm going to take this one down for starters. So I'm going to bring in Toto. What am I doing? Here we go. So I'm going to bring in my cold cues, my partner in crime, Toto Abba. Yeah.
We got man. Can you hear me?
Yeah. And we're just waiting to get your camera sorted, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm just I'm having camera problems in a minute. Just bear with me.
No problem. Take your time. We're just talking about the England game. The women in England in the final of the Euro. Big up, man. Big up to the England women's team. Oh, yeah, I'll cover all that on my channel as well, by the way. Guys, I'll cover all the women's footballs, the Spanish football as well. Barcelona's my team when it comes to women's football, like Liverpool as well, women. But them two, my teams I really cover, really, the Barcelona and the Liverpool. But yeah, man, I'm just going to put some tunes on, see if I can find a decent tune that can bring mood, bring a nice tone to the video. Yeah, that will do. I like that one. So, guys, I'm going to bring up the first one. This is regarding Luis Diaz. I've got one here regarding Luis Diaz. Now, Luis Diaz, we know that he wants to join Bayern Munich. I think Liverpool are kind of dragging the feet on this one, in my opinion. I think Liverpool needs to just hurry up and get this one done. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just taking too long. He's been very vocal that he wants to leave Liverpool, and then that's his prerogative. And I ain't got a bad word to say about Luis Diaz, but at least he's probably come out and said that he wants to leave. Not like Trent Alexander, where he just dips out like a snake. But at least Diaz has had the nuts to come out and tell us that he wants to leave Liverpool and he wants to go to Bayern Munich. Now, Bayern Munich is supposed to be coming in for an offer very soon, tonight or tomorrow, for an offer is around about 75 to 78 million. So that will be their second bid. I think they bid it once already, but I think Liverpool will accept this offer. But I think the reason why Liverpool are a bit hesitant because they want to know what's going to happen with they want to know what's going to happen with Rodrygo, which we'll talk about in a minute. But regarding Luis Diaz, I think this is going to get wrapped up soon. But like I said, it all depends on Rodrygo's situation. Because with the Rodrygo situation, I'm hearing different things now. I'm not sure if it's a troll account. People are saying that PSG are going to put a bid in for him. People are saying that Tottenham's going to put a bid in for him, which I think is absolutely hilarious. And that's got to be a troll. Has to be. That Tottenham's going to put a bid in for Rodrygo. So I think that's hilarious. Yeah. That's what I think on it, Toto. I think that the thing is coming. I think he will leave Liverpool, but I think it all depends on this Rodrygo situation.
Yeah, because I reckon Liverpool could potentially keep him for another season if Rodrygo don't come to Liverpool. But we are in talks that Rodrygo might be coming to Liverpool, and apparently we are in talks with Rodrygo. So I think as soon as Luis Diaz, soon as we're in talks with Rodrygo, everything's all confirmed and all that, I think that's when Diaz will be on its way. I reckon if Diaz leaves anyway, we'll be getting Rodrygo regardless. So, yeah. But with this Luis Diaz situation, we don't know what's going to go on. One day, one day he's leaving, and one day it's raising questions, or are we going to get Rodrygo? To me, do PSG need Rodrygo? To be fair, they do need a winger, but I just think he'll be the perfect one for us for Liverpool. And as soon as Diaz, we need a replacement for Diaz, and there's not many players in replace with Diaz. Like Barcola is not a replacement for Diaz. Yeah, he's a decent winger, but he's still young and he's not better than Diaz. So it is hard to replace Diaz, except from Rodrygo. Rodrygo is our only realistic replacement for Diaz. So will Diaz leave? Will Diaz stay for another season, then sell him next January? We don't know yet. So we just got to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I totally agree, Toto. I think soon as because they're linked together, don't you think they're linked together? The Rodrygo situation and Diaz, and they're both linked together. Now I heard some rumors today also as well that Bayern Munich were interested in Rodrygo as well, which I think is utter garbage. I think it's utter garbage. I don't think Rodrygo is linked to Bayern Munich because they want Diaz. They're not going to have Rodrygo and Diaz, so I know they want Diaz. No. That's what I think of it anyway. I think they're linked. I think as soon as Rodrygo makes up his mind and gets all finalised, then as soon as Liverpool get like a hint of it that it's been finalised, that he wants to come to Liverpool, then I think obviously when Bayern Munich come for the second bid, it'll be a wrap. You get me? It'll be over, and then we can do this. I still think Rodriguez is coming. Rodrygo. I think Rodrygo is definitely coming, and I haven't got a problem with it. I really wanted to come to Liverpool, and I think it's an improvement. It's an improvement on Diaz, in my opinion. As long as he can, like, because with Diaz, I think he's a very good player. No disrespect to Diaz, I think he's a brilliant player when he's playing good, but he has too many ups and downs for my liking. You get me? That's the only thing with his game. If he could just stay consistent, yeah. I know players do drop, but when he drops, he drops. So if he can stay consistent, Diaz, I would never want to get rid of him. It's a fact is, for me, it's his purple patches, and when he has his purple patches, they last too long. That's the only thing with Diaz. That's the only problem I got with him. And if it wasn't for them purple patches, I would never get rid of him. I'll give him his contract. But I know why Liverpool's not going to give him his contract, because he's getting to that age now when he's 28 years of age, and they're not going to give him a big contract, and that's what he wants. Yeah, man. Big up to RIP Joey Jones and Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, man, Ozzy Osbourne. Big up to them both, RIP. Big up to you, Squidly, as well. Thanks for joining. Sorry it was a bit late today. It was late because I was watching the women's semi-final, and England versus Italy, and they're in the final. That's why it's a bit late. But thanks for joining us, Squidly. Big up to you, bro. What are you gonna say, Toto?
No, I was going to say that because we're linked to new players, and Nani slot one more signings after Ekatike. So we're not done yet. Liverpool are not done yet in this transfer window, so we just got to wait and see links popping up, Guehi, Rodrygo, and all that. And it's good to see for Liverpool because we do need these replacements for the team, because we don't want to take a risk and not bringing enough squad depth and replacement. Then if we do have an injury drought or some sort of injury, like say Ekatike gets injured, or say if Isak does come to the club, Isak gets injured, we can have a backup going. So we just need to buy backups. We need to buy, increase our squad depth, because if we're going to go win this league, we've got to rest up our players smartly. Liverpool got to play smart on this one. If we're against teams that we know we can demolish, of course, don't underestimate, but lower teams that we just know we are going to be much more superior, especially at FA Cup games. Play the backup squad, play the youth, and just increase the squad depth. Because if you increase the squad depth, it's less chance for injuries. There is less chance for injuries because the main players will be less game time, so less injuries. Of course, you can still get injured in training, but nothing. A match is way more intense than training, so it's good that when we get to those cup games, we take the opportunity to rest the main squad and then play the youth squad.
Facts, Toto. I'm gonna go back to the chat. Anyway, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm sorry a bit late, guys. I know we're probably not gonna get the views that we did last week, the past week or so, because I know we're on late. We usually come on around about 5, 6 o'clock, maybe 7. But this is unheard of for us coming on this late. So I know most of our people that usually come on are probably doing something else or somewhere else. I don't know. But again, if you're watching it on the replay, I know we've got people piling in now. If you're watching it on the replay, can you please smack the like button as well? It really helps out. We're nearly there at that affiliation as well. We are 980 viewerships away from being affiliated. We're nearly there, guys. I'll show you the number later and I'll show you what I mean. Nunez and Diaz is taking too long, but I think another club is trying to move players on. Regarding the Nunez situation, I'm getting frustrated more with that one. I'm not really frustrated with the Diaz one because I think eventually that will get done. But with the Nunez one, it seems like Liverpool, and I've said this before, it seems like Liverpool are waiting for the Saudi Arabia to come in and give us the big offer for it. Yeah. I know Nunez has been linked with Saudi Arabia for a while now. People said that he didn't want to leave. He didn't want to go to Saudi Arabia, which I don't really believe that. I think it's Saudi Arabia giving big wages and give him an opportunity to go to halal, which is one of the biggest team in Saudi Arabia, I think he will take it. I think he'll go there, and he seals his future, and it big money, and he's going to play in a good team. The team is a good team. There was in the Club World Cup, and they got quite far as well. Didn't they knock out Man City?
Al Hilal, yeah, we did.
Yeah, they knocked out Man City, so they're not that bad, are they? They're a good team. So I think that Nunez will probably go there, but I think that's what Liverpool are waiting for. They want the most money for him. They know I don't think he's going to be at the beginning of the season. I think he will get sold, but they're just dragging their feet because this is what sometimes you have to do in negotiations. You have to drag your feet and you got to wait for the best offer. You know, they need to make as much money as they can on Nunez after what they paid for him. They need to try and make some of it back.
I think it just slows things down.
Yeah, it does slow things down. I totally agree, Toto. But this is the way they do it, innit?
Yeah.
They know they're going to lose money on him, but they don't want to lose too much. That's all it is. But yeah, I know what you're saying, Toto. I totally agree with you, bro. I wish you could have got sold on the day one. Daryl said Isak will sign, Rodrygo won't.
It's true because we are linked to Fofana, aren't we?
So Isak will not sign. Isak will sign, Rodrygo won't. We'll see what happens, isn't it?
I think it's a touch and go really between them because we're getting links to Fofana now. And Fofana's I think 19, 20-year-old. He won't be a starter. He'll be a project winger back up to Gakpo. I reckon personally that'd be a better option for us. I know Rodrygo's quality and all that, yeah. But again, Gakpo's not going to feel right at Liverpool, and that could risk losing Gakpo in my opinion. Because if Rodrygo just comes to the club and just gets a starting place over Gakpo straight away, I just don't think that's right. Really, I don't think Gakpo want to be a bench player. Proven himself too much now, and this is Gakpo's time to shine once Diaz leaves. So he takes that starting role because let's face it, Diaz was the starter for the majority of the season, and especially the back end of the season.
Yeah,
Diaz was the starter. So this is time for Gakpo to come up because Fofana can play both sides and he can play 10 and he can play striker as well. So Fofana probably will be replacing Chiesa once Chiesa leaves because he wants to move back to Italy.
Yeah,
and this Fofana guy is really what's that word? Reliable.
Yeah, reliable source.
And he's flexible. He's flexible for playing in the team. Fofana is. So if we don't get Rodrygo and get Fofana, great. I don't mind both because Fofana is a project winger. I think he's 19 or 20. I think 20 years old. So he would definitely develop under Liverpool, and I reckon he would be one for the future. I think them kind of players we need to keep.
Yeah.
He plays for Liam. So Leon is a decent side, and he's from Belgium as well. So I think he'll be a great aspect for us.
So you're getting a bit like, are you getting a bit like thinking that we're not going to get Rodrygo?
I'm in two minds, really. I'm in two minds. There's a lot of journalists saying different things. Of course, we've got to discuss it. There's a lot of journalists saying, we're in direct talks. We are in direct talks, I think. But again, there's no contact between the player. But club to club, there is direct talks between Liverpool and Madrid. And again, it does make sense for us to sign Rodrygo as well because Rodrygo is not wanted at Real Madrid. He's on the bench for majority of the season. Club World Cup, he was on the bench for most of the Club World Cup. Didn't play him. Xabi Alonso didn't want him. Not even including him in his future plans. So we just got to sort out that left wing spot. Of course, we need to sort out the striker. We need a main striker. If Isak don't come to Liverpool, I think he will. If not this transfer window, it's definitely January. But I think he's come to Liverpool this transfer window, and I still believe it. Of course, you've got that left wing position you need to sort out. That left wing position is the main priority, in my opinion. Left wing position and the striker position, because that left wing is looking vulnerable. If it's not Rodrygo, we go for Fofana, and that's what I would do.
Fair enough. Daryl Diego said, I'm not worried about the left. We have Gakpo and Verts can play there. Plus, we got
I don't want Verts to play.
No, Verts would be wasted on the left.
Yeah.
I know he can play there, but with his tools, no way I would want to put him on the left. He's just wasted. He needs to be in the 10. He needs to play the 10. He's going to be our creative midfield. Everything's going to be built around him. And I don't want him on the left. No way. No way. That'd be wasted. Absolutely wasted. If anything, it's going to be Gakpo's going to play there. You know. So let's go back up to the chat. Solo, Isak, and Wizard will destroy Liverpool. Just watch. Okay. Big up to you, bro. Yeah, big up. Thanks for that. So they're all coming in now. So let's get on to the next story. And the next one I'm going to bring up now because I did bookmark it on here. I did bookmark it. Sorry if I'm unprepared today, guys.
What's the news on anyway? What player?
No, actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring
I've got one on for Fana if you want.
Okay, then. Okay, we'll talk about Fana. I was going to bring up some pictures of players that have played in Germany and have came to Liverpool. That Liverpool's got a habit here that have signing players from Germany and they always do good.
Again,
I know this brother.
That was the Fana guy I was talking
about.
I
know him.
I wouldn't mind a project winger because as a backup, I wouldn't mind him as a backup. Not a starter, no way. He's too young. Gakpo's the starter. So yeah, Liverpool are ready to make a move for Malik Fofana. They are just waiting to seal Federico Chiesa departure before making a concrete play for Fofana. The Belgian winger is highly valued by the recruitment team, which is our recruitment team. But yeah, this guy I think is a baller for us. Young winger, and I think
how old is he?
Older, 19. He's only 19.
So he's 19 years of age.
20.
You know what? Have you got any anything on the sofa score that you can bring up for a minute?
Yeah, I got something on the sofa.
You know what? Yeah, okay. Rodrygo is my personal preference. Okay.
Well, it could be the new Mane. You never know.
There you go. What I'm saying is, yeah, my personal preference is Rodrygo because I know he's ready to go in it. But yeah, if you want to go there, we've got Gakpo there on the left. He can fill in, and then, well, obviously I don't want Verts. They could put Verts on the left for a little bit, depends. But I don't mind the project winger.
Yeah, this is Malik Fofana's stats. I'll scroll up so you can see Malik Fofana's stats. He's 20 years old now. He was 19 now. He's 20. So just look at his general stats, and I think 11 goals and 5 assists as a player. Rarely starts for Lyon, which is good.
That's not bad.
He's had 16 GA in 41 games as a bench player, as a prospect.
And look at Europe. 6 goals in 10 games in Europe. Not bad.
This guy looks good.
I like him already.
He looks good. He's fast. And I think once you're fast in the Premier League, I think you get it out of that. And you can see heavily on that left-hand side. You can see he likes to track back due to his heat map. And I think our wingers always track back in slot system anyway. I think he did play in the under-21s. I think he played for under-21s Belgium. So again, he's a key player. I think he'll be really good for us. His contract ends in about 3 years, so there's no chance we get him on a free. I don't want to loan him. I want to have him as like a prospect player for Liverpool. I think this will probably be a good player for us, in my opinion.
Yes, it looked good. I don't really know him, Toto. I've never really heard of him. You know me. I'm more of a like Premier League, women's football, stuff like that. I don't really venture into other leagues. I watch a little bit of PSG, watch a little bit of Bayern, but that's it really. Not really an expert on it. But he seems like he's got good stats. So is this guy been linked with us in case the Rodrygo thing gets goes flat?
Yeah. Definitely, yeah.
Or
That'll be
or I'll be bringing in Rodrygo and him.
maybe because Slot
How
wants
much
more
was he going
signs.
for? How much was he going for? How much? Do you know how much Liverpool was willing to pay? What the price was?
Malik Fofana,
I don't know what his transfer value is. How old is he? If he's
on about
19,
probably 40 million euros.
you don't think we could get him cheaper?
Definitely, we can get him cheaper. Definitely.
Okay. We
'Cause
got
you know what
LFC
FSG, you know what FSG's like.
Yeah. We got Paul. I'm just going through the chat trying to cipher out the proper questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, big up to you, bro. Yeah, big up to you, bro. Every time. He said 50 million euros for Nunez is gone. We'll see. So I want to bring up this thing that I got on here. These are all the players that have left the Bundesliga and were successful at Liverpool Football Club. So we've got Endo. He came. Everybody was worried about Endo if he was going to be the guy, to take over and to do anything at Liverpool. And he ended up winning the Premier League, and he ended up being a good player, very good utilised player. He comes on, and when Endo comes on, no one's scoring, and he's there to defend. We got Kanate. We know how good Kanate is. And then we got Florian Wirtz. We've only saw him in training, and he looked good. And we got a good old Bobby Firmino, and the rest of them at the bottom. So we've got a knack, I would say, of getting German players, not German players, but players from the German league, and coming into Liverpool and doing good, Toto. So I'm really confident about Ekitike. I know a lot of people are taking the mick out of his name. It's because they wanted him at their club and he rejected them. That's what it is. Oh, you're going to get the nicknames, Ekitiki, Tiki Taka, all that stuff. I understand it's part of the football banter. I get it. I do it myself. But like I said, when the season starts, the reality will kick in like it always does. And if Ekitike starts balling out, all them little nicknames, all them silly little quips, all going to finish, innit? Because the way you do it is the way you silence the haters, you perform on the pitch, innit?
Yeah, definitely. There's no point of saying all this on the social media, and it's about what you do in your goal record, your assist record. Yeah. It's all about that.
So let's get onto this one then. I've quickly switched over. This is regarding Newcastle. Let's talk about Isak. Let's talk about him now. Why not? We'll just flipped over. Let's talk about the man himself. Okay. Yesterday, there was rumors about there was some turmoil between Isak, Eddie Howe, and the owner of Newcastle regarding his transfer. Now, we all know, it's common knowledge now, that you can tell it's common knowledge because they're actually talking about it on Talk Sport. Because you know what Talk Sport's like? When they start reporting stuff, they're usually sometimes a day late, but when they report, it's true. Newcastle were rumored that they was going to offer Isak a new contract. So we thought, okay, we're going to offer him a new contract. The rumors are now that Isak wants at least 300,000 British pounds a week for his new contract for an extension. Now, it's a lot of money. If it was me, if I was Isak, I would have asked for 500,000 just to make sure they don't pay it. But the situation with Newcastle, with their financial situation, where they can't, like the PSR, whatever, 300,000 a week, it sounds like a lot of money to me. Do you think that Newcastle will give him that contract? I heard that they're stalling it and they're saying it's a lot of money. Maybe this is done by design. Maybe his agent probably said, go for a big number. They're not going to take it. Then that's your way back to Liverpool. So what's your thoughts on this? I don't think that Newcastle's going to accept this contract, in my opinion.
No chance. I think he's worth that. What he's done for Newcastle.
Yeah.
He's gone to 2 Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
two Champions Leagues, and didn't win them, but he got into two Champions Leagues and won him a trophy in 80 years. So Isak has done the whole lot for Newcastle. Not the whole lot, but you know what I mean. He's done a lot for Newcastle. And I think, if Isak wants to demand that, he can demand that, because look what he's done for the club. He wants to be on more money, but this also shows, if Newcastle was happy, if he was happy at the club, if he was happy with what he's doing, he wouldn't demand for a higher wage. He wouldn't demand. This just means he's unhappy with the club and what the club's offering him. And this just shows he wants to leave. It just fires up all those Liverpool links, the discussions, the talks, the terms. It all fires up once again. Because Isak is not happy with his wage. He knows what he's doing, demanding for that wage. It's a lot of money. He knows what he's doing. It's very, very unlikely Newcastle will accept that. And it's very, very unlikely that, Isak will probably accept 300,000, but will Newcastle? So Newcastle's not happy there. We all know Newcastle. I mean, Isak is not happy at Newcastle. I don't understand why some people can't see it now, that Isak is not happy at Newcastle. And he's coming to Liverpool. I have a strong feeling he's going to come to Liverpool. It's coming out every day that the agent's saying the transfer could be revealed without even being announced. So we just got to wait and see between Newcastle, Isak's agent. But yeah, this news has been fired across lots and lots of journalists about Isak's wages. So we just got to wait and see what Isak thinks of this.
I think Newcastle has cornered themselves in this situation. They could have had an easy life. Okay, they could have known their role and said, you know what, we know eventually Isak's going to leave. If Isak doesn't leave this season, he's going to leave next season. Just the way he is. Just the way he is. They're not going to keep a guy like Isak at Liverpool. It's just not going to happen. I mean, at Newcastle, they're not going to keep a player like Isak at Liverpool. I said it again. They're not going to keep a player like Isak at Newcastle. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Now, they could have just said, right, they could have said at the beginning, right, well, if you want Isak, you can give us 150 million. Take it or leave it. Okay? And then I think Liverpool would have probably bended to that. They would have probably said, all right, we can give you 140 million. Yeah? Plus add-ons. And I think that would have got it over the line, you get me? And then they could have got that money and revamped the whole team, plus with some of the money they got from Champions League, okay? And that would have been within the PSR rules. And they would have been happy, and then we would have been happy. Okay? Everything would have been good. But what they've done is they've cornered themselves because they wanted Ekitike. I don't care what anybody says in the chat room. I do not care. I've got proof. They wanted Ekitike at Newcastle. They was monitoring Ekitike for about 2 seasons. Eddie Howe looked at him as the Isak replacement. This is where that saying come from, Toto. When everyone's saying that Ekitike was the Isak replacement, like the young Isak, because it come from Newcastle, because Newcastle was monitoring Ekitike. Now, they could have done the smart thing, the first option, the first one. They could have said, okay, we'll have Ekitike, we'll sell you Isak. We go our way, you go your way, and everything would have been good. Everything would have been good, but what they decided to do, they decided to play silly bollocks and say, I'll tell you what we're going to do is, we're going to act like a big club. We're going to act like a big club, and obviously Newcastle are not a big club. And we're going to hold on to Isak. We're going to try and tie him down with the contracts. And also we're going to buy Ekitike. But what's happened is, they've ended up, they've got a player with Isak now. He's not happy at the club. He's not happy at the club. His head's been turned. I don't know when it turned. Maybe it turned last season because it was linked with Liverpool and Isak then. Okay? So maybe he turned last season. But all we know, his head has turned. I heard some journalists and the ex-manager of Newcastle saying he believes that his head has been turned. The one who used to manage Newcastle before, so he's got links with Newcastle, hasn't he? And he said he believes that Newcastle, that Isak's head has been turned to go to Liverpool. Now he turned around and said, "Why wouldn't you want to go and play for Liverpool? Why wouldn't you want to play for Liverpool? They're a massive club. They've got loads of money. They've got the best players in the world, the biggest team in England, one of the biggest teams in Europe. Why would you want to go and play for a club with that size?" Yeah, so I understand that part. But what Newcastle decided to, Eddie Howe, he's trying to play a manager and sporting director. That's what he's doing, because we all know that Newcastle hasn't got a sporting director. You know that, right? Innit? You know he's gone in it. He's not there, so he hasn't got. So he's basically playing the slot role. Remember when the Jurgen Klopp? Remember when Jurgen Klopp was the last couple of years when he was playing the sporting director and the manager? Remember?
Yeah, too much power.
And that's exactly too much power. Because what you want is you want your sporting director to do these sporting director things, and you want your manager to coach your players, isn't it? That's what you're there. So when you start getting a sporting director role and you start doing this year, things get discombobulated. And this is what's happened with Newcastle. They've got themselves discombobulated. Now, what's going to happen is I don't think they're going to accept 300,000. Because I think at the moment, I want to check how much Isak's on. I'll check it in a minute. I don't even know how much he's on. I know he's not even on 250. Isak's not even on 250. And I don't think Isak is even the highest paid player at Newcastle, by the way. I don't think he's even the highest paid player, which is...
Joe Linton earns more than him, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm going to check now. I'm going to check. If somebody in the chat room could check for me how much Isak's on now, his weekly wages at Newcastle. Someone check in the chat room, one of the mods, if he's still there. So, but what I'm saying is they've cornered themselves. Now, what's going to happen is eventually, and it's inevitable, I don't care what the chat room says, or all the haters what come in, the trolls, it washes off my head, don't care. But like I always said, this the same thing that I always say day in and day out. Eventually, reality is going to kick in. And when he leaves Newcastle, then Eddie Howe is going to be stuck because he won't have a plan B. His plan B was Ekitike. And where's Ekitike? We're going to talk about him in a minute, by the way. Ekitike just completed his first part of his medical, and now he's a Liverpool player. How about that one? So he's lost his plan B, and now he's going to lose his plan A. So if we don't get him this summer, we'll get him next summer, because Liverpool are odds-on favourites to sign Ekitike and to sign Isak. And if we don't sign him now, we'll sign him in January. If we don't sign him in January, we'll sign him next summer. It's not if we sign him, it's when we sign him. So I'm cool with either. But eventually, he's going to be a Liverpool player. And then Eddie Howe's going to realise, and he's going to look back and think to himself, you know what? Maybe I should have took the offer off Liverpool. Because when next year comes, he won't be getting 140 or 150 for Isak. No way. There'll be 2 years left on his contract, and he'll be a year older. Just not going to happen, is it, Toto? That's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, there's no way Newcastle are going to afford 300k a week. No chance. If they do, they're doing it. But will Isak accept it? There's been a contract on the table for 2 years, for a whole season, and he still accepts it. The guy don't want to stay there. He wants to pursue his dream. He wants to win trophies. He's not going to win trophies in Newcastle. No way. And if he was happy, he would come out and say, look, with all this Eddie Howe business, what you said after the preseason game when they lost 4-0 to Celtic, right? He was saying, oh, look, the reason why he's not here, because of speculation, we don't want him to be the centre of attention. Look, if he was all that, yeah, and he was confident Isak's going to stay, would say, look, Isak's staying, no problem. He will be with us next season. That's all he's had to say, but he's got to go in detail when a monologue. You don't have to, right? So, yeah, we know he's good for the media, Eddie Howe. We know he's all good for the media. But you can just see behind the crap on what's going on. Like, if Isak was happy at this club, if he was happy at Newcastle, he would come out and say, I love the club so much. I can't wait to continue with him next season. It's been silent from the Isak side. So we don't know we know what's going on here. Isak don't want to stay there. That's just the way it is. Why would he want to stay at Newcastle? He has a chance to go to Liverpool to win trophies. Why would he want to go to Newcastle? It's just simple common logic. If I was
I mean,
Isak,
why would he want to start Newcastle? You mean when you got Liverpool lurking?
yeah, exactly.
Big up to Reese as well. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you and your family, wherever you are in the world. Big up to you, bro. Hope he's healthy and safe. Now let's bring up this next one. This is kind of we're talking about Isak, and we're also going to be talking about some other stuff. Now, this one, you remember when Eddie Howe, Toto? Yeah, you remember when Eddie Howe came in the press conference a couple of days ago, and he said to us that the reason why we didn't want to play Isak is because we want to protect him from the media. You remember? Now, all of a sudden, these crazy rumors started surfacing on the internet. There was videos, there was pictures of Isak, supposed to be Isak, in a car in London. Okay, they were saying it on Twitter, saying it was Isak in the car. People thought that he was coming to the Liverpool office to try and book a medical for Liverpool. I don't really believe that, but that's what people say. You know, it's social media, and what can you say? Now, videos started surfacing on the internet with Isak training on his own, and I'm going to bring this up.
Yeah.
Videos from Anfield Agenda. I can't really play because it's from my man. I haven't had these. It's a still picture. It's a video, but I've made it still. So this surfaced on the internet today with Isak, right there. So all of a sudden now, these videos started surfacing because listen, you're not getting.
You got sweats there camping, right? Literally camping. Because I don't know how someone got there, but we got the picture.
That's a video. It's a video. I just played it. It's an actual video. I can't play it. You see, there's pictures and someone had a video as well. It's crazy, isn't it? Social media today, man, it's crazy. Before we start, yeah, I know it's crazy. I know.
Campers you see in COD just sit there with a sniper and waiting.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, COD. So we've got 32 people watching, guys, and 17 likes. Can you please smack the like buttons? And we're going to carry on with this video. 17 people, now 32 people watching, and we've got 72 likes. Let's try and get the video to 50 likes. Much appreciated if you do. 50 likes. It was so much appreciated if we get to 50 likes. We're getting there on the watch viewership as well. We're going to be affiliated hopefully soon. But we have 32 people watching and 17 likes. Let's get it to 50. Now, let's continue with this. Let's continue with this, right? So you're going to pause it. There you go. He knows what he's doing as well. So basically, these pictures started surfacing on the internet this morning. He was, like I said, he was spotted in a car. Then he was spotted at a training ground, training on his own. Obviously, with his trainer. So these pictures started surfacing, and you know how social media is. People jump to conclusions and say, you know what, they could be right. Nobody knows, but he was there training on his own. So people are saying, why is he training on his own? As Eddie lost his temper again and said, you've got to train on your own, Eddie. So as he said to Isak, you have to train on your own. You can't train with a team. You got to make up your decision who you want to play for. That's what people were saying online. I'm just relaying the message to everybody in the chat room. Now, I'm watching all this now, yeah? I'm watching all these rumors come out online. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, 2 hours after these rumors started, some statement come out from Newcastle and said, oh yeah, by the way, you know that press conference that we done the other day when I told you that we sent Isak on because we tried to protect him from the media? No. I'm going to backtrack on that. I'm going to say something else. The reason why we sent him home and we didn't want him to play the training is because he was injured. That's what he said. Now,
he's not traveling, man. He's not traveling.
No. What I'm saying is, when he done that press conference the other day, I think it was 2 days ago, Eddie Howe said the reason why he didn't play is because I wanted to protect him from the media. Fair enough. People were saying, I understand. Yeah, I understand. So, and nobody thought he was lying. You know, people thought, okay, we'll take what you said. Yeah, there you go, the PR spin. So all of a sudden, everything's all good, and then all of a sudden, because these pictures started surfacing online, and he must have thought, oh crap, people's clapped on now, he's training on his own. We have to change it. We have to change it. So what did he do? He come out and said, oh, by the way, I'm going to go back what I said the other day in the press conference and say, you know what? The reason why I sent him home the other day wasn't because I wanted to protect him from the media. The reason why is because he's injured. And what he's done, in my opinion, is he's made it worse. Now, this solidifies my opinion, to me, my personal opinion, that Isak doesn't want to be there. And Eddie, Mr. Eddie, yeah, he is trying to punish him. That's my opinion. It's wrong, Eddie, what you're doing, Eddie. You need to stop it, Eddie. Let him go, Eddie. That's just my opinion, how I'm looking at it, Toto. How do you look at it, Toto?
I look at it that he's coming to Liverpool.
But why did he change what he said in the press conference? It's because he saw this picture surfacing.
Because
this is what I'm
it's a
saying.
typical PR response.
Yeah, but it's a bad PR response.
It's a bad PR response, but it's a typical PR response. Every manager says it with a player. Every manager says it with a player.
No,
I'm
not
confident. I'm confident that a player will stay next season.
Nah, that's not what I'm saying. I know what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, Toto, if you're a manager of a football club, yeah, in a club like Newcastle, and you say something in the press conference, would you double back on what you said 2 days later because you see a picture online surfacing that the player that you said
I don't know, it's not meant to be leaked, but you got a camper there waiting.
Why don't he just shut his mouth?
Yeah.
Don't say nothing. He said what he said in the press conference. He said the reason why I sent him home is to protect him. Yeah, to protect him from the media and all the scrutiny over Liverpool, the rumours, innit? And because this picture surfaced the next day online, seeing Isak train on his own, he crapped himself, yeah? He crapped himself and said, oh no, what we've got to change it now. We have to change it. And he's come out and said, oh, by the way, I lied what I said. I didn't send him home to protect him. I actually sent him home because he was injured. Now he looks even worse. And now this as well, that as well. So that's coming out now that he's at 300k a week. And you know, broadcast Newcastle with the PSR, he's not going to give him that.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion, Toto.
Look, my thoughts on Isak, he stayed the same. He's going to come to Liverpool. There's no doubt. I think if it's not this transfer window, it's next transfer window. But I don't care. I think it's this transfer window.
Don't you think it's bad PR though?
He's bad. He's bad PR. Come on, how can you change your mind from 2 days ago to now? Like,
you get a better PR at Sunday League. How about that one?
A Sunday League. But look, 2 days ago he said that, and there's 2 days later. This just shows he's full of crap. He's full of crap. Eddie Howe is.
Yeah.
It's all PR machine. It's all PR.
Yeah, but it's horrible PR.
Absolutely bad. It's so bad. All he's got to do, all he had to say, look, Isak weren't feeling right to come. That's all he had to say. But he said, he didn't come because of the centre of attention. He just blew himself up right there. Because Isak must have thought, hold on, I don't care about the centre of attention. You can't speak for someone. You can't speak for someone because Isak's going to get heated. Because we all know Isak don't care about centre attention. He's a professional footballer. He's played every single Premier League game. He's a professional footballer. I don't think he cares about the centre attention. Every time you step on that pitch, you are centre attention. Yes, I don't think Isak really cares about that. I think Isak must have thought, this guy ain't speaking for me. No, he speak for him. That's the worst thing you should do for a player. So I don't know what Eddie Howe's doing, but it was a bad response.
He should have just... Oh, I'll tell you what Isak's on. Isak is on 120,000 a week. That is shocking. That is shocking. So basically, he wants to double his weight, more than double his wages. A lot more. So he's on 120,000. He's not even on 150, which is half is what he's asking for 300. and he's on 120,000 a week, I can't see Newcastle actually coming up with. I can't see Newcastle paying that. I think Isak's cornering Newcastle as well. Obviously, with this demand, like I said, I would have said to Newcastle, I want 500,000 a week. That's what I would have said. I said, you want me? You want to keep me? Give me 500,000 a week because I'm the best striker in the world, in his opinion. You get me? So if you want the best striker in the world, you got to pay. And that would have pushed Newcastle even more to say no, and that would have pushed Isak into our hands. Yeah, that's what we'll be on. I think it calculates to that. I'm not really that good at maths, 50 million a year with 300k. I don't know. Is it? Yeah, probably. So what I'm saying is, I think Isak has fell out with. And this is my opinion. Okay, this is my opinion. I think something happened. The rumors with Liverpool was too great, and then Isak saw our project. He saw the players that play for Liverpool, and he looked at that team and he said to himself, you know what, I want to go and play for them. And I know that the Newcastle fans don't like it. I understand where the Newcastle fans. I have got sympathy to an extent with Liverpool, with Newcastle fans, because we've had big boy players that have left Liverpool that we didn't want, Trent not included. I'm just saying people like Suarez, people like Coutinho, players like that have been at Liverpool, and we wanted to keep them, and it just never happened. It never happened. So I understand where you're coming from, but again, Isak, if we don't take him, right, someone else will, and he will not stay at Newcastle for another year. If he don't go this season, he's certainly going to go next season. What you should do is accept the offer from Liverpool and then rebuild your team. You should have done that at the beginning, and then you could have rebuilt your team, because I think it's 5 weeks to the Premier League. 5 weeks, so you gotta get yourself a striker. You could have had Ekitike and you blew that one, so you decided to act like a big club, and you're not a big club. Sorry, you're just not a big club. You should have just accepted it. You could have had Ekitike. Now Ekitike is a Liverpool player, so yeah, his wages are 120. I'm trying to figure out when they start. When do they start? I know it's in Asia, by the way, as well, where Liverpool are. So I know that Newcastle's overseas tour that's coming up is going to be similar to place to where Liverpool is. So that could be something you could probably read into as well. Yeah, of course it does. Let me see where the pre-season starts. Consult, you want to do the chat? Hold on.
Yeah. Let's start from. Where should we start from? Let's start from Fiber045 near the bottom of the chat. Now Reese Angrave from near the bottom. Do you think he goes on tour with Newcastle? No, because he's playing the injury card and he's training on his own. He's training on his own, man. So just show that he's ready for a move, in my opinion. And I think he's coming to Liverpool. Fireburn, Isak is written on the wall. Isak wants out. Isak sent home. Now training on his own. Isak is waiting. Facts, Fireburn. Isak wound up at Barcelona. Whatever. Anfield View. Have you seen the video of Ekitike walking in for his medical? Yeah.
I'll bring that up in a minute.
Walking in for his medical, man. It's good. Ekitike can be a baller for us. I know he is. Newcastle PR spin.
That guy looks about 6'5". I saw him when he
was 6'3".
Huge. I don't know about you. You know what, Toto?
We've just got to see when he stands by Van Dijk.
What did you say?
We've got to see when he stands by, because Van Dijk's about 6'5".
Yeah.
So I reckon about 6'4". I reckon. If it's about money, Sadio we're getting. Yeah, if he's that one who thinks that way, but personally, I think he'd come to Liverpool. Well, Newcastle has very limited time left in the transfer window. They have, because if they don't start selling, because they've already lost Ekitike and they might lose both. If they don't start selling if they don't sell Isak, right, and they want to keep him, which I don't think they're going to keep him, but if they somehow do keep him, they're going to lose out on a lot of money for improving their defense, because their defense needs improving, their attack needs improving. Of course, they need a potential striker. Of course, they can't do Callum. I think Callum Wilson is gone now. from Newcastle. If he's still there, he's finished. I don't know much about Newcastle, but I think he's gone. That he's gone now. Need a striker. But how are they going to afford all that if they don't sell Isak? So I don't know where Newcastle's going with this. It's a win both. It's a win for us both sides. Let's give us Isak. The best thing they could do now. The last resort. I believe it was today the tour, but I'm 100% sure. I think it was because Isak's starting to train on his own. There's no players there. The players have already travelled, and Isak's training on his own. I think it was today then. Isak won't destroy his career and move to Saudi. Isak holds all cards, like Newcastle. Yeah, the player holds all the cards because he wants to leave, so they have to let him go. Mickey M, is this 300k a week verified info? Yeah, it is verified, coming from a lot of journalists. Of course, even if it's not verified, we still are going to discuss it because it's a transfer show discussion, and we're just going to discuss, give our opinions on it, and what really happens. Reece, surely it's getting to Newcastle, getting rejected by every player they want. Look, they could have had Ekatike, but stalled on that as Ekatike came to us.
Yeah. So, where are you in the chat room so I can bookmark it? Oh yeah, I'll get you the bottom. Yeah, I can see it. So this was I'm not sure. I think this from the other day. From Eddie, Mr. Eddie Howie, and quotes regarding Isak. We love him as a player, we love him as a person, and we want him to stay. I'd never give the guarantee to anyone because I've been in football long enough to know that I could end up looking very silly. So I won't do that. So there you go. That's from Mr. Eddie. Eddie says that he won't give a guarantee. Now, for me, this is looking embarrassing for Newcastle because they're going to go into a new season with not really signing anyone, and they got a player, their top goal player, and he doesn't want to stay. And it's very simple. He just doesn't want to stay. So Mr. Eddie needs to sort it out. I'm going to try and get into Ekatike in a minute. I was speaking to someone, when I was doing the watch along, Toto. You know who he reminds me of? Ekatike, you know who he reminds me of? And I know this player when we weren't even born when he played. I know we weren't even born, but he reminds me of him. I think he looks a bit like him. I saw pictures of Ekatike. The clothes he wears. He's a bit out there. He's a bit flashy, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's got his glasses on. He's cool. He does all that, yeah. You know who reminds me of? Socrates. I saw a picture of Socrates, right? I had someone in my chat room today when I was doing a watch along. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get it up in a minute. He just reminds me of Socrates. He's got that something about him, the Flash man. He's very tall like Socrates. He's got similar builds to Socrates. And if he can get a little bit of, if he could get his right foot, even a fraction of his right foot, he's going to be a problem. But he just reminds us of Socrates. So I'm going to bring up the picture of Ekatike when he arrived at the, this was early hours of this morning. This was Ekatike at the airport with his agent. So yeah, the guy knows his fashion. So we're going to bring up again. He just reminds me of, there was a picture that they showed today on social media, trying to find the picture where he had his glasses on, he looked cool and that, yeah. And I looked at him and I had his hair and I thought, he just reminds us, he's in that Socrates mold, not player ability. I'm not saying that, I'm about, his style and that. Very tall, like Socrates was similar build to him. And yeah, he just reminds us of Socrates. But anyway, there's Ekatike. It looks like his trousers are a bit too big for him, but it is what it is. He's wearing his baggy jeans, his baggy tracksuit. He's going on the plane now. He's on the way to this was this morning. But they said today he has completed his medical, Toto. His first part of his medical. So we're nearly there. Big up you, Philip Bidwell. We're nearly there. So Toto, are you happy about this?
Oh yeah, of course I'm happy. I think he's going to ball out for us. He's a perfect player for us in that striker role. What I really don't want to happen is that Ekatike is the starter and Nunez is the backup and Nunez stays at our club.
Please.
I just don't think that's going to happen, but still a possibility. Because nothing's happening with Nunez really. He's still training with the squad and is on the tour and that. And of course, it don't really mean nothing's on the tour, but I don't know, man. It's just nothing's happening with Nunez at the moment. Everything's gone quiet. Don't know if Saudi wants. I don't even Saudi even want him because Liverpool want money, lots and lots of money for Nunez. Well, at least 70 million, don't they? 60.5 million. So it's what Liverpool's demanding because we could have sold him ages ago. Saudi offered ages ago, last season, and Liverpool turned it down. So I don't know what's going on there. I just want to have Isak as a starter and Ekatike as the backup, and I think we'll be sorting and get a winger. Maybe get a centre back, but we need to sort out our strikers and wingers because Nunez stays and Ekatike is the starter. I think that's a bad decision, in my opinion, because we're going to get the same crap that we had last season. Look, if he does stay, it is what it is, man. But I still think Isak's coming. I still believe.
Do you know that he was training today? Supposedly, I don't know how because he went to the Liverpool training ground. I'm not sure because Ekatike was training in Steven Gerrard's top over the summer. This was over the summer, not today. This was just over the summer.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
Yeah, he was training with Steven Gerrard's top over the summer. So he's a red. He wants to be a red. Yeah, I'm good with it, man. This is on LFC fan page. He was there, yeah, training with the Steven Gerrard top. So you can see. I mean, I'm gonna bring up Socrates in a minute because he just looks like he reminds us of Socrates, man. But anyway, yeah, I'm looking at that, and yeah, sounds good, man. Looks good. And I'm happy that we're signing him, and he's getting his medical done, and that's all we need to do. We're doing our thing. Liverpool doing our thing. We're moving on, and we're doing our thing. I'm happy. I believe the Rodrygo one's gonna get sorted. I believe that the other one's going to get sorted as well. The Nunez one, I think that. But talking about Nunez, the reason why I think Nunez has gone on the tour as well. One, obviously he's going to stay fit. Obviously he's still contracted to Liverpool, but obviously the more goals he scores, the more he's money that the Liverpool can ask for him. You get me? So he goes into that pre-season, he starts scoring loads of goals, then we can ask more for him. You get me? So when Saudi keep coming again, when Saudi come for him, we could say, all right, you can have him for 90 million. Because the Saudis will see him playing in the pre-season. They'll say, yeah, he's still a good player. And we probably could get 80 to 90 million for him. It's business. I don't believe he's going to be there at the end of the season. I know it's frustrating with Nunez still here, but think about long term, innit? Because when Saudi come in, we could say, yeah, all right, he was 80 million. He won 80 million. He's still a good player. Did you see him in pre-season? That's our business, isn't it?
Yeah. And I know I'm going on topic now about, of course, to part of the transfer about Arsenal. With Gyökeres, I think the deal's done with Gyökeres, isn't it? Now how much they're paying for him?
How much?
He's 29 years old and they're paying £93 million for him.
Gyökeres is 29 years of age.
29 years of age.
I thought he was 22.
The thing is, yeah, he failed at Coventry. Coventry sold him to the Portugal League. He scored 33 penalties in the Portugal League at 29 years of age. And Arsenal fans are calling him superstar. 33 penalties in the Portugal League.
Really?
What's going on here? Why do people think this Gyökeres is some kind of superstar? It's the rival fans that I just hear it every single time.
But you know how Arsenal
he scored 40 goals. 33 of his goals in the Portugal League were flipping penalties. It's what I don't get. He's 29 years old and Arsenal's paying £90 million for him. It's how dead club Arsenal is, man. £90 million. And I'm going to compare Gyökeres to Ekatike. The reason we're paying £80 million for Ekatike because he's 22 years old, potentially one of the best strikers in the world in the future, right? That's what we're paying the money for him, yeah? 27, 28, whatever. I think he's 28, yeah. £90 million for a 28-year-old striker who got rejected by Coventry. He went to the Portugal League, 33 penalties in the Portugal League. He scored 40 goals in all competition, and people want to call him a superstar. As a reason we were paid 80 million.
You're missing the point. You're missing the point, bro. He's saying he's scored 33 penalties
in the Portugal League.
Penalties. hence the penalties. That's what he's trying to say. You understand? Amphieville said he's 27 now.
No, I think it's 28, 29.
He's
Something
20.
like that.
How old is he? Let me check his age, Golker. Check his age. We get it confirmed for the chat room. I thought this brother was 22 years of age, Golker is.
No.
Why the boy is someone so old?
You know what? He's had 30. Can I tell you something? He's had 33 matches in the Portugal League, 39 goals, and 33 of them were penalties.
He's 91 million plus add-ons. That's a lot of. Why are people and rival? Oh, look, we know why rival fans are getting on Liverpool. That we're paying too much for Ekitike. We understand that now Liverpool's moving differently. They know we're the biggest club in England, and it's the haters and it's the rivalries. I get it. It comes part and parcel of being the top. This is why I always live by this saying: the bigger you are, the bigger the knife. Very simple. So the bigger you are in life, more people want to cut your feet off. I understand.
I scroll
through
TikTok and everything, and then you see the Arsenal fans cussing Ekitike, and I'm like, mate, the guy's 22 years old. There's a reason we paid 80 million for him, and they're saying, how is a 22-year-old a waste of flipping money? How is a 22-year-old a waste of money? Now, a 28-year-old is a waste of money. 90 million pounds for a guy who comes from the Portugal League, and I want to call because Gyökeres has scored more goals in the Portugal League and then Ekitike has scored less goals in probably the third best league or second best league in the world. But they call Gyökeres a superstar because the numbers look different. No context whatsoever. Yeah, Ekitike is in the second best league in the world, the Bundesliga, and the second best league in the world. Goals there is worth triple on what you get in the Portugal League. Yeah, fair play. He scored 40 goals in the Portugal League. Majority of them are penalties.
I didn't even know. That's what I mean. The majority of them were penalties. I thought they weren't out full goals then.
No. Only a few. Only like a few was open play goals. They didn't score a lot of open play goals.
Majority of them were penalties. You get the stats up on the screen with the thingy, with the goals he scored. You do that. Yeah, I'm going to talk to the chat room. Anyway, guys, we have 46 people watching. We have 26 likes. Please like the video. It really helps us out. We need to get 50 likes. There's 47 people watching now. Can you please like the video? Because what it does, it helps out our channel and it gets us out there in the algorithm and it helps out our channel for the viewership. Can you please like the video?
It's not 33 pennies. You know what it is?
And there's Ekitike with the Gerard top. Boom. How about that one, eh? Ekitike, Tiki-Taka. Whatever you want to call him, bro. Liverpool player. Go ahead.
So, let's go on his stats. Current season. I just don't get why they're paying him that much. In my opinion. Don't get it whatsoever. 24-25 season. Okay, so in all competitions, he scored 54 goals, 52 games, 13 assists, right? Now...
Yeah, let me move this out of the way. Sorry.
No, look, the reason why it looks better, yeah, because look where all the goals are coming from. Just look where all the goals are coming from. 39 goals from the Portugal League.
Yeah.
39 goals, and I don't see a difference between Ekitike and Gyökeres.
39 goals, and how many were some penalties?
I'll get the penalty stats up now.
Go on then. So guys, remember, just like the video. Can you please do us a favour? It helps us out. How many likes we've got now? I'm trying to check in the likes in the video because we're going to be heading off soon. We've got 30 likes, 20 more likes, guys. 20 more likes for 50 likes. Let's get to 50 likes, man. Really help out the channel. Yeah, and we'll do videos Monday to Friday, transfer videos, and yeah, I know this is why I don't entertain it. This is why I don't entertain it. I just let them think. You know what Arsenal fans are like? Not all Arsenal fans, because I know some Arsenal fans are actually nice people. But you know what Arsenal fans are like? This is what Arsenal fans are like. You walk into a club here, you see a nice girl, yeah? You think, she's nice, man. And you say to your friend, yeah, I'm going to go and check this girl, you know. So you go walk over to the girl, you try and talk to her, yeah? And the girl just blasts you in front of everybody in the club. And then after you say to her, oh, she's ugly anyway. That's what Arsenal's like. They'll say, once, you know, you understand where I'm coming from. That's Arsenal.
They scored 30 penalty goals.
They wanted Ekitike, and what happened? They were linked to Man United, they were linked to Arsenal, they were linked to Chelsea. Then Ekitike came to Liverpool, and Arsenal fans are saying, "Oh, he's not that good." They get Gyökeres, and they think Gyökeres is the best striker in the world. That's the Arsenal fan for you, because they're starving.
He scored 33 goals in the Portugal League.
So he scored 33 goals in the Portugal League, and how many penalties?
No. He scored 39 goals. He scored 39 goals in the Portugal League and 33 pens in the Portugal League.
So he scored 33 penalties last
in the
season.
Portugal League.
And the rest were normal. Like, so basically, he scored 39 goals.
Basically, in total in the Portugal, by the time he put in the Portugal League, he scored 33 goals in the entire Portugal League, right?
Yeah.
And only like 10 of them, 15 of them were open play goals.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I got you. I get it. I understand.
So the guy's barely scored any open play goals, and they want to call this guy a superstar.
I'm not really worried about Arsenal, to be fair. You know, they're going to lose Saliba, by the way. Saliba.
Exactly. The defense is going to crumble.
As far as I know, that they want Real Madrid after Saliba, so they're going to understand what it's like when Real Madrid come and snatch your players. Yeah, totally agree, bro. He won't get the space in the Prem. He won't get that space in the Premier League like he gets in the Portuguese league. That's what people don't understand. This is why I would rather buy players from the Bundesliga. You get me? Maybe Spanish league. Because the Portuguese league is different gravy, in it, compared to the Premier League. Now, if he goes to Arsenal and he starts killing it, good for them, innit? Good for them. I'm not really worried about Arsenal. I'm worried about Liverpool. What we're going to do, you get me? So Arsenal can do their thing and we'll do our thing, innit? We win trophies and Arsenal come second. The way it is, isn't it? Anfield View said Ekitike's link-up play is level. Yeah, there's one thing I do say. And nobody can't argue with that, and I've been watching it as well a lot. His link-up play is phenomenal. And the difference between us and Arsenal, the difference between Liverpool and Arsenal, I don't really like to talk about Arsenal really, but I'm just going to say it anyway. The difference between Liverpool and Arsenal is Liverpool front three can all bag goals, and Florian Wirtz can all bag goals. That's the difference. We're not relying on one player. Now, if we were just relying on Ekitike to be our sole goal scorer, then I might have a problem with it. But we don't. We've got Mo Salah. Got Mo Salah on the right, innit? We're going to have Rodrygo, and we're going to have Gakpo on the left. Got Florian Wirtz in the 10. We've got McAllister. McAllister can chip in as well. So there you go. We've got goals. No problem. LFC Goals TV said, I've done a deep dive and watched quite a bit of the footage of Ekitike. He's seriously good with it. Yeah, I know. He was very techy, very technical with his feet as well. So, yeah. But anyway, it is what it is. That's it really for the transfer news. Toto. We've covered Ekitike. He's doing his medical. He's completed his first part of his medical. And tomorrow he'll probably finish the rest off, and then he's going to fly over to Hong Kong and join his Liverpool teammates and put the kit on and start playing for Liverpool FC. And I'm happy about it. And I know we've got more players to come as well. Arnie Slot said that we're still going to sign a few more players, and that's what I want to hear. You get me? I don't want to hear my manager say that's it. That's what we're signing. I want us to sign more players. You get me? So I'm happy. I'm in a good place as a Liverpool fan, and if the rivals want to hate, let them hate. It's part of football. Is what it is. We'll do our talking on the football pitch. Nobody gave us a chance that we was going to win the league last season, and we won it. Simple as.
Well, I think overall on these transfer things, I reckon that we sign Isak as a starter. And again, another possibility is that Nunez stays and then Ekitike the main striker, which I don't want to happen. Again, it's still a possibility, man, honestly. I think Rodrygo's coming to the club. Liverpool really want Rodrygo, and I think Rodrygo's coming to the club. And I think after that, we need a centre back, because Arnie Slot wants more signings. He said after Ekatike, there's more signings to come. Them signings is a new striker, I reckon, another striker, a left winger, and a centre back. 3 more signings I think we're going to do. If not 2, if Nunez stays, because we don't know what's going on with Nunez. I just want the deal to be done. But don't know what's going on with Nunez. There's either 3 or 2 more signings we're going to have. Rodrygo, Guehi, or Isak, Rodrygo, and Guehi. That's my book.
Yeah. So yeah, I was gonna see the chat. 60 more likes for 50 likes. Let's get it there, guys. We've got 32 people watching. We need 60 more likes to get to that magic number, the 50. So I'm gonna read off the chat, and then after that, we're gonna head off. Arsenal talk like they've won the Champions League regularly. They haven't. The Premier League as well. And the thing about it, the majority of these fans that you see online, and you actually see them on YouTube as well, the last time Arsenal won the league, they weren't even born. So that's how long it's been since Arsenal won the Premier League. And regarding European trophies, I'm still looking on Wikipedia to see if Arsenal's won the Champions League. I'm still looking. I've been looking for 2 years, still haven't seen nothing. So until I see anything on Wikipedia or Google that Arsenal's won the Champions League, then they can talk. And even then they can't talk because we won it. Guess what? We won it 6 times. There you go. So Arsenal can't really talk. For me, they're a banter club in my opinion. And I don't really like to disrespect him that way because I've got a lot of Arsenal fans that are on my WhatsApp group, which are very, very good fans, real fans that don't go online and start putting crap online just to make himself feel better. But it is what it is, isn't it? But there is some decent Arsenal fans. I actually respect the club. Arsenal club, the actual club. I actually respect the club. I think Thierry Henry is one of the best players ever in the Premier League. People say he's the GOAT, probably is. As GOAT of the Premier League, you can't deny that. But I'm not on about the club, I'm on about the fans. The fans are the ones that are toxic. Not all the fans, but a lot of them are. Yeah, he's wild. Was BG before? I don't know. I don't think it was. I think it was some. I don't think that was legit at all. They don't even need Rodrygo. They don't even need him, do they? So it is what it is. So, guys, we're gonna be heading off in a minute. We've got 37 people watching us. Can we get to the likes, guys? Smack the like button. We will be back soon, probably tomorrow. I'll let you know. But yeah. Can you please smack the like button? We need 60 more likes to get to 50. And yeah, that's it really. Yeah, they have. And that's because of their own doing. If they were humble, if they were humble and one of those teams like Spurs know where they are. They know where they are in the packing order, you get me? They accept where they are. But with Arsenal, they're going a lot up there with Liverpool and that. They're going like the big team like Liverpool, Man United and all them, and Chelsea. For me, Chelsea, London is blue now. And it, Toto. It has to be. They've just won the Club World Cup. They won 2 Champions League. They're running 3 behind Arsenal in trophies. Let's face it. For me, Chelsea are blue. London is blue. You get me?
Definitely.
London is blue now. So... And it is what it is. And if Arsenal were humble, it's every time they buy a player, they're the best player in the world. I remember when they signed Declan Rice, he's the best team in the world. He's better than Rodrygo. Remember that? This is what I'm saying. They're not humble. They just say, look, we've got a good player and we'll see how it goes. I rate Wenger's and his first teams, yeah. Wenger in his early days was cold. Arsenal lack class, yeah, of course. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So, guys, we're going to be heading off now, guys. I'm heading off. It's late now. We've got 34 likes. Still ain't got 16 likes. It is what it is. Can you please like the video? And someone said in the chat room, have you got any news on Diaz? Yeah, Diaz wants to leave. We're just Bayern Munich. We're waiting for Bayern Munich. I think Bayern Munich tomorrow is going to put an offer in for Diaz. As soon as that moves, you'll see Rodrygo move as well, and that's how it is. Things have been done behind the scenes. Like, we're not privy to know, but things have been done behind the scenes. As soon as Liverpool accept that offer from Bayern Munich, which will probably be coming tomorrow, you're going to see things start moving. And obviously the Nunez thing as well. But guys, we're heading out. Frank, I'm sorry, it's a bit late today. The England game was on. The Lionesses beat Italy. They're in the final of the Euro. I've done that watch along, a massive viewership on that. But yeah, we're heading off, guys. Toto, anything you want to say before you go?
So really, and just say thank everyone for joining in. Thank you for the likes, 32 people watching. And how many likes we're on now? We're on 34 likes. So thank everyone for coming in and liking, and thanks for new people coming in as well. And make sure to join in with all the transfer news coming up.
Yes, it is Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal Goals TV just said Bayern's new offer incoming. Yeah, that's what I said. It's coming in probably tomorrow. It's going to be around about 35 to 38 million.
Yeah.
And as soon as they put that in, Liverpool will accept.
Yeah.
They will accept. And Diaz, they won't be shocked tomorrow, which will probably be the video tomorrow, that Diaz is going to he'll be flying back from Hong Kong to Germany for his medical. That's what's going to happen. Won't be shocked. That'll be tomorrow. Yeah, big up to you, bro. Cheers to you, no problem. Big up to Roger. Welcome back, Roger. Bayern have learned over the weekend that Liverpool are willing to negotiate for Luis Diaz. Both clubs are optimistic that the deal will be struck. Bayern are willing to pay around, it's going to be around, like I said, around about 75 million, around about that money. Yeah, and you, Mickey M, big up to you, bro. Like I said, guys, we're on 35 likes. Someone just liked the video. Thank you very much. Like the video. We need 15 more likes for. We need 15 more likes for 50 likes. So that's what we need. So we're heading off now, guys. It is late, man. My voice is gone. You can hear it. That was because of the football. That was when I was screaming at the monitor. Come on, England. Is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is what we do on Keep It Sports. We're trying to entertain you guys. We do everything on here. So before we go, remember, guys, hit that subscribe button, like the video. 50 more likes from 50 guys. Look, stop what you're doing. Like the video. Let's get it to 50 likes. And if you're watching on replay, like it as well. And subscribe. Subscribe as well. Subscribe. And big up to you. I want to do the clap video as well. Slap video. I need to get that thing about, when I used to say, this, lads.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a recorder, and I keep forgetting to put it on. One more message. It said, Roger said, Bayern Liverpool talk. They are close. Yeah, they are close. They're very, very close. I'm not worried about that deal. Like I said from the beginning, I'm not worried about the Rodrygo deal. This all depends on this Diaz thing. Once he gets sold, Rodriguez will be brought in. Alan is not for sale. Swedish striker as unsettable speculator of the future. There we go. I don't believe this. It says high-ranking figures at Newcastle United, including chairman, co-owner, are adamant Isak is not for sale. The Swedish striker is unsettled. Let it go. It's over. You've been rumbled, and this is not a credible source anyway. You've been rumbled. Isak will be a Liverpool player. If it's not going to be now, it'll be in January. And if it's not January, it certainly will be next year. So Isak wants to come to Liverpool, and Liverpool said they're willing to wait. I'm going to do that. Yes, we do watch-alongs. We do watch-alongs. I've just done one, the England one. We do watch-alongs, do Formula 1 watch-alongs, football as well. We do everything. We do all the watch-alongs on the channel. So hit the subscribe. And again, sorry for repeating myself, like the video. We're on 35 likes. We're off now. See you later, guys. Big up. Smash the likes. We need 15 more likes. When we end this video, like the video. Let's get to 50 likes today, guys. Big up. Toto. See you later, bro.
See you later, man.
Thanks for doing the videos again today. I know he was a bit sick, but Toto was a soldier. He turned up and he's still done the video, even though he's sick as well, because we love doing this for you guys. Serious talk. We love doing these videos for you guys. We love interacting with the community. We love interacting with all of you guys. And all we ask for is for you to like the video. That is it. Like the video, and that's all we need. And subscribe as well. This is free. We've got 36 likes now. 40 more likes. Let's get the likes going. See you later, guys. Big up. Bye. No, yeah, nice. Big up, MM. Let me just get the thing up. See you later, guys. Big up.
Yeah.
Bye.